Okay, y'all, I watched Elvis and I loved it. I thought Austin Butler was incredible in it. The direction, editing, phenomenal. But it's done. Like, the movie is over and it's been on streaming now for months. And yet, Austin still can't stop doing the Elvis voice.
You can go from walking into a sigh.
Like, that's not his actual voice. And whenever anybody brings this up, people are just so quick to jump and say, well, it's just deeper. His voice has aged. But no, it didn't. Listen to this.
Okay, so I'm here with CW's newest heartthrob, and you know it, Austin.
By the way, can we just talk about, he is Bill Skarsgård. Him and Bill Skarsgård are the same mold. Anyways.
Austin Butler, how excited are you to be Sebastian on the Carrie Diaries?
I'm really excited. It's been a great experience so far, and we have a lot to go. And
I'm really excited. This has been a great experience. We got a lot to go. That's his voice. Oh, he's just a teenager there. Oh, he's just young. How old do you think he is in this clip?
yeah, it's just been a good time filming in New York, you know?
21 years old. That is not a man who is yet to go through puberty. He is 21. That is a grown-ass man, and this is his voice as a grown-ass man.
Are you a bad boy or a good guy?
It's more of the Mr. Big, I'm afraid.
Are you a bad boy or more of a good guy? Which is fine. I like that voice. I like this voice.
No, that's just how it is.
If that question was asked to him now, he'd go, I don't really know about that. So he recently did an Actors on Actors interview with Janelle Monáe, and I saw that and I thought to myself, surely he's dropped the voice by now. I love it though. Before we watch it, I don't want to be like shitting on him. I just think that it's just kind of goofy. He's not like a bad guy or anything for doing this. It's not that deep. This isn't drama, but it's absurd. So while we're watching this next clip, just keep in mind that this is what his voice actually sounds like when he's not trying.
What does your girlfriend think about that?
I was going to start off by asking you, what was it like being a kid and living next to Disneyland?
Oh, that's a good first question.
Because it would have been
That's it now. Oh, that's a good first question, Janelle.
the only thing that I thought about
That's great.
all day.
Yeah.
I would have skipped school. I would have,
I
what
did.
was it like?
My mom homeschooled me for a couple years in elementary school.
It's the same energy as like a middle school boy sending voice messages. I don't have interactions with middle school boys. When I was a middle school boy, let's get back.
And so she would just say, and even when I was in elementary, she would say, hey, you want to take the day off school and just go to Disneyland? She was the most fun mom. And so we would just go and we'd ride Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that.
Oh, God.
That was a lot of my childhood was wrapped up in that.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I grew up, I love my town where I grew up. I grew up in Kansas.
You were in Kansas.
I'm from Kansas. It doesn't matter. Anyways.
Kansas, born and raised, Wyandotte County. But I actually have never been to Disneyland.
You've never been to
I've
Disneyland?
never been.
Be for fucking real. You've never been to Disneyland. Let me remind us real quick.
To be Sebastian on the Carrie Diaries.
I'm really excited. It's been a great experience so far, and we have a lot to go.
I'm really excited. You've never been to Disneyland? That's crazy.
You
My
come from a
parents-
big family, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I come from a very big family.
I don't like it when a guy thinks that he's doing something. When he's like, oh, she's really loving this. Because he's so handsome. He's so handsome and so charming. But he really, really, really seems to believe that about himself, which just makes it so goofy. It's goofy. I love it.
Of 50, like, first cousins. I have
Wow.
49 first cousins. My grandmother had 12 kids, was a sharecropper in Aberdeen, Mississippi. And so my parents also were working class, which I take myself on vacations now. Thankfully, you know, with the life that we live, I've been able to do that. But
What the fuck are you doing? Oh my God. He knows he's being recorded. He's performing for her and the camera. What is he doing? By the way, that's his real voice. But what's this? That's how you respond when a woman is telling you about how her family was sharecroppers? That's the response? Damn, the Reconstruction period from America after the Civil War was really fucked up for people of color.
But I just thought that was so cool. I would have never been able to focus on anything except for
Yeah. So you still haven't been.
I still
I
have
want
not
to take
been.
you to Disneyland.
Please, can
It
you
would
please
be-
take me to Disneyland?
It would
Austin,
be so
let's
much
go.
fun.
I can't. Let's just go back. Palette refresh.
Oh, and yeah, it's just been a good time filming in New York, you know?
And
You still haven't been.
I still
I
have
want
not
to take
been.
you to Disneyland.
Please, can
It
you
would
please
be-
take me to Disneyland?
It would
Austin,
be so
let's
much
go.
fun.
this is Austin Butler talking to you about a battery. Man, it's so cool, man. It's like Yeah. POV, you're Priscilla Presley, and you've been hearing a lot of banging and crashing in your kitchen, and you run downstairs in your bathrobe to see this. Oh, hey, baby, it's me, Elvis. I'm sorry, Austin. I played yours, but I just got a little Tupperware full of ice water. I hate to see disingenuine people succeeding, but he's so handsome and charming. What are you gonna do about it? But you know, there's a lot of process that goes into each actor's performance. So a little bit later, Austin actually talks about his process for getting into character as Elvis, and it's kind of whatever. What?
So what are some of the things, what's the system that you put in place for yourself to really be able to like buckle down and focus on a role?
I'm so interested to hear your take on this as well. During Elvis, I didn't see my family for about 3 years.
That is insane. That is insane. During Elvis, I didn't see my family for about 3 years. For what? You're an actor, just act. The whole idea of people fetishizing method acting, where it's like, oh, he got lost in the role. Like, people will always bring up Heath Ledger in conversations like this and be like, yeah, well, you know, Heath Ledger, the Joker killed him, man. No, Heath Ledger as a human being struggled with addiction and had a mixture of two chemicals that resulted in his death. He wasn't the Joker taking drugs. He prepared for the role. He like had his little Joker journal, and people act like, oh, he was the Joker for the whole time. He was goofing around with Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan on the set of The Dark Knight. He wasn't method acting in this way. But it's so cool, man. I had to sacrifice 3 years of my family, man. If that's what it takes for you to be able to give a good performance, maybe you need to be, you know, a better actor. Who said that? Someone said that. Comment below. Somebody said that. Who said that?
Wow.
And so the amount of and you know, my voice, I was speaking in his voice the whole time. So
it.
Kind of seems like you still are. He's actually just finished filming Dune 2, so I'm imagining his character is just gonna be, hey, Timothy Chalamet, I don't think that's very rock and roll, man. What's up, Zendaya? Yeah, Spice. Yeah, Arrakis, man.
So then I talked to my sister, and she's got to listen to that, you know. So there's a
She's like, what are you, Austin?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I love that Janelle said that because, yeah, Austin, what are you doing? Because his voice right here is his voice in Elvis. So did he need to be pretending to be Elvis when he's talking to his sister? If this is his real voice, then it's just his real voice. But it seems like he was putting on that voice, and it made his sister feel like, what? And he's just still doing it. Somebody needs to stop him. We need to have like an intervention with Austin Butler. Who would he listen to though? Who would he respect enough that if they told him to shut up, he would listen to them? Maybe that red carpet interviewer for the CW. They seem to have a little bit of chemistry.
Sebastian on the Carrie Diaries.
I'm really excited. It's been a great experience so far, and we have a lot to go.
She's our only hope. And the whole thing about it though is actors don't take a voice on for a character and then just get stuck with it for the rest of their lives. Like Tom Hanks, you don't see him doing the goofy ass accent he had in Elvis.
His wife?
What do you think, Texarkana?
Think about all the British actors that only play Americans. They don't become American afterwards, you know what I mean? Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm not joking. Benedict Cumberbatch isn't still talking like he's an American. Boom! I think Austin Butler realized that he could be a heartthrob if he just changed a couple things about himself. So he did change his entire personality so that people would just find him hotter, all so that he could be viewed as hotter. Honestly, we all know he's faking, and I think the fact that he's faking it is kind of goofy, silly, and it makes me like him a lot more. I love this character that he's doing. This voice and persona, I love it, but I am also terrified of him. He needs to be studied by our world's top psychiatrists just to see if we can get any conclusive research on the lengths a man will go to for some dome. Some dome. I love you guys. Please subscribe. I'm begging you. Please subscribe. I'm not kidding. Please subscribe. For the love of God, please subscribe. I'm not joking. No act, no goof. I'm on my hands and knees begging you. Let me get actually on my hands and knees and beg you. Please subscribe. Please, oh please subscribe. Jesus, in Jesus' name. Jesus says